What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing a super realistic Boston Celtics rebuild. You guys have seemed to enjoy these so far. So basically what a super realistic rebuild is where we have basically real life implemented into 2K with all the trade restrictions on, all the injuries on, and everything like that is just implemented in 2K to kind of make it seem like real life as much as possible. So if you guys like the sound of that and have enjoyed these videos thus far, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe if you haven't already. Always helps out the channel, especially times like these. It only takes 2 seconds of your time and it's greatly appreciated. Other than that, before we go any further into this video, I do want to quickly say I hope you guys had a great Halloween. Personally, I had a good one. It was my son's first Halloween, so it was awesome. But like I said, happy Halloween. I hope you guys had an amazing Halloween yourselves. But now let's talk about the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. This team has gotten off to a 2-4 start, and the team just hasn't looked all that I guess what you'd want them to look like. So basically for this first season, not going to really be doing anything crazy. I kind of just want to let this team play out, see how it kind of performs in 2K. And then there's a certain guy, because actually there were some rumors coming out today about Jason Tatum and his friend. I'm sure you guys know who I'm probably talking about, that he's been kind of trying to recruit him over to Boston. So if we can find a way to pull that off, we're going to try, but I'm not sure how well it's going to go. But like I said, for this first season, not going to do anything. Obviously, this team made a plethora of trades. They have Marcus Smart, Dennis Schroeder, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Al Horford. I mean, I like the team. I like the roster construction. It just hasn't transferred well into real life just yet. But we're going to go ahead and submit this first season with no changes. Not going to do anything. Like I said, all the injuries on. Everything is on. So we're going to go ahead, simulate this first season. And then once we get in the offseason, that's really when we'll start to try to shape up this Celtics roster for the future. So season number 1 comes to an end, and hey, we finished up as the 5th seed in the East. We have to feel pretty good about that. MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, Rookie of the Year Evan Mobley, Drummond 6th man, Giannis Defensive Player, Wendell Carter Most Improved, and Steve Nash is your Coach of the Year. So here's your All-NBA first team that we had, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team. So no Boston Celtics representing, it looks like, but All-NBA third team, here we go, and then All-Defense first team, All-Defense second team. So we are 5th seed in the East, but to be honest with you, I'm not really sure how much I expect from this team in this season, or in these playoffs, I should say. Player stats wise, 25 from Jaylen Brown, awesome, and then 24 from Jason Tatum. Obviously, these are the 2 guys we plan on building around for the foreseeable future. So these 2 guys aren't going anywhere. That's quite obvious. Dennis Schroeder with 14, Al Horford with 12, Robert Williams with 9, and Josh Richardson with 8, and Peyton Pritchard with 8. Okay, so like I said, we are the 5th seed, and we get to go up against New York Knicks, who have gotten off to a pretty good start this season. So this could definitely be a tough matchup for us, but I think this would be an entertaining series to watch in real life. So in the current round against New York, and we are going to, Jason Tatum's having back spasms. That's not good. And we are going to lose in 7. So I don't know if if we were missing Jason Tatum. We might have been missing Jason Tatum. It looks like he played game 7. Okay. So game 1, game 2, it looks like we had him for every game. Yeah, 34 minutes, game 4, game 5, we just lost. Pretty much just straight up lost. Okay, so no excuse unless if he didn't play. Yeah, he played every game. So maybe the back spasms were affecting him, but hey, we got eliminated in the first round. That's okay, though. You know, a team that didn't make the playoffs, though, that are, that's obviously performing in real life is the Washington Wizards. As I kind of mentioned earlier, Bradley Beal. There was a report that Jason Tatum, or I think the Trailblazers won the championship, by the way. Let's just not talk about that. That's awesome. Portland definitely looks like a better team this year, although they did lose to Charlotte tonight, but whatever, that's besides the point. So like I said, Jason Tatum admitted to someone that he was trying to recruit Bradley Beal to DC or to Washington, or to Boston. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. Okay, so the Wizards didn't make the playoffs, at least in 2K, so that almost gives us the incentive, to ask Washington, what are you guys going to be doing with Bradley Beal? Because hey, we got some assets. We know Beal wants to play with Jason Tatum. We know they're really good friends, so why not give us Bradley Beal, let him come to us, and we can become a contender or something. So just like that, I love the idea if we can pull that off. I just don't know how possible it's going to be. We're going to have to give up. Obviously, if you're trading Bradley Beal, who is a very, very good player, they're probably going to want Jaylen Brown, but I'm going to do my best to not trade him, or not trade Jaylen Brown. Obviously, I'm going to try to get Bradley Beal without trading Jaylen Brown. Of course, this is super realistic, so I have to make it fair for Washington at the same time. So I can't just finesse them and be like, okay, bye. But I got to do something that's going to benefit them as well. Or why would they even do that trade? So perimeter D coach, Will Hardy. So I think Bradley Beal is a free agent this offseason, so that should be interesting. For the draft, though, it looks like we might have We have 23rd pick and the 22nd pick in the second round. So we have Marcus Smart, Robert Williams. We have a 24-year-old center that might interest them. Of course, the other two guys are going to be Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, but we're going to probably have to wait till after free agency, and then our 23rd pick, wherever we draft here, and then 22nd. So we'll probably use some of these guys we draft in a Bradley Beal trade. Hopefully we're able to get somebody good who has like good trade value. Alan Flanagan, we got Caleb Love, Matt Cleveland, Hunter Salas. Maybe we draft them like their future point guard. I don't know. Hunter, we'll take him, and then we still have a second round pick that we can use. So just like this, we'll take whoever is available. We'll take Dyson Daniels. So these two may not even be on our team. Kind of just depends on what the Wizards are going to be asking for, because I assume Beal will re-sign with Washington. So we'll have to try to obviously try to get some to work out. But Al Horford, I don't think I want to pay him $26 million. Josh Richardson, I don't think although Al Horford has actually been pretty good for Boston defensively, but I saw when I was watching, I think it was a Celtics and Wizards game the other night, I saw that Al Horford was a very, very positive impact for them on the defensive end. I'm going to go ahead and accept Grant Williams, and I think I'm going to accept Juancho as well, just because I do like them. But Josh Richardson and Al Horford, I'm going to go ahead and decline. So we'll have, actually, I might accept Josh Richardson's because we might need it to match salary. So we're going to go ahead and take Josh Richardson money. Bruno Fernando, and we'll go ahead and offer him his qualifying offer. And then just like I thought, Bradley Beal is a free agent. I don't know. Honestly, maybe I would have been able to sign him if I declined. I don't think so, though. I don't think I wasn't going to have money. So he has one offer from the Chicago Bulls. Obviously, that's a terrible offer. He's not going to take that. So my big plan is obviously trade for Bradley Beal this offseason. That's what I want to do. I know Jason Tatum and him are very close, and I know they've talked about it. So that is kind of what I want to pull off. Obviously, that's going to take a lot of what we have. It's going to take some assets. We're going to have to throw their way. Naismith's probably going to be in the trade. Grant Williams, who else? I mean, any of our young guys in first round picks are going to have to be in the trade no matter what. So other than getting Bradley Beal is a huge plan of mine. Dennis Schroeder is a free agent. We don't really have a point guard right now, so that probably should be something we address. So Marcus Smart, well, I'm not sure. Maybe Marcus Smart plays point guard if we're able to keep him in the trade. I'm not sure how that's going to look. But other than that, we have Robert Williams at center, which we might have to trade him as well. Peyton Pritchard, I guess, isn't a bad point guard, but I really want him starting. I'm not sure, but we'll kind of see. I guess we might just wait until after we trade for Bradley Beal before we do anything. Al Horford is maybe somebody we consider re-signing. Maybe we give him like a 1-year deal. Like I said, he's been pretty positive for Boston for the most part, so I'll give him a 1-year deal. He'll probably go down in overall, but at the same time, Al Horford, sure, welcome back to Boston, my friend. And then Daniel Tias was someone Boston loved, but he ended up leaving for Chicago, and it looks like he's a free agent again. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and give Daniel Tias a contract. Welcome back to Boston, my friend. And then that should be about it. I don't think we can re-sign Dennis Schroeder. Obviously, he's probably going to be looking for a bigger payday, and I don't think we're going to be able to pay him that. We only signed him to a mid-level. I'll give him this offer, but yeah, he's not interested. Okay, so is Beal signed already? That's the question. It looks like he is. I think he was probably re-signed by the Wizards, but of course, you just never know. So if we go to the Washington Wizards, yes, he was. So they gave him a 5-year deal. Might have a no trade clause, to be honest. Hopefully he does not, but we're going to try to trade for Bradley Beal. I don't know how easy it's going to be. It's probably going to be borderline impossible just because getting trades in this game are a little bit harder than usual. No trade clause is not there, so that's good at least. But like I said, this could be some kind of sign and trade scenario. Maybe the Wizards are like, hey, you know, it's time to move on. We understand that Beal wants to go compete somewhere else, so we're going to try to pull off a trade for Mr. Beal. And for some reason, actually, you know what? I can't even do this trade yet. You know why? Actually, I should be able to, because sign and trades are a real thing. So I'll probably turn that off for a second. But it's probably because of recently signing thing. But sign and trades are something that do happen in real life. So I'm going to turn it off just for that. Just because, you know, sign and trades happen, like I said. So hopefully we're able to pull something off. We'll see. So we were really unable to get a trade to go down for Bradley Beal. The Wizards just were not budging. I tried everything possible to get him. I offered like literally everything I could, and they just did not want to do it. So I think we'll stay patient. He's on a 5-year deal in Washington. I'm still going to try my damnedest to get him though, just because like I said, I think it makes a ton of sense. So I'm going to be trying to get him. Do not worry about that. It's just not going to happen this offseason. So we're just going to go ahead and take a patient approach, I guess. And not that we should be doing that, obviously, just because this team needs to make a move, but like I said, I think it's worth it if we wait on Bradley Beal, because as soon as we get Beal, this team's going to cause some damage. And of course, the team isn't bad necessarily. It really isn't. Peyton Pritchard, Marcus Smart, Jaren Brown and Jason Tatum, Robert Williams, Daniel Tice, Juancho, Josh Richardson, and Al Horford. Obviously, could be better, but at the end of the day, the team is not terrible. And I think eventually with the full season under our belt, Hunter Salas' trade value is going to go up, Dyson Daniels' trade value is going to go up, and Aaron Nesmith's trade value is going to go up. And Washington, if they suck again, potentially, that could result in us being able to get Beal a lot easier. So we're going to go ahead though and simulate this season. Washington, you can keep Beal for now, but like I said, I'm coming for him, man. I am coming for Bradley Beal. Sounded kind of sus, but I stand by it. So we're once again here with the top 5 finish out in the Eastern Conference, which is good. But of course, like I said, we still have a bigger picture and plan. I think this offseason, if it's not there, we got to just look elsewhere. So did Washington miss? Yes, they did. That is good for us. If Washington missed, let's see what they're at right now. They ended up finishing 26-56, which just isn't good at all. Bradley Beal might as well just write his check to Boston right now. Like, they should be selling, they should be rebuilding, and we should be able to offer them the best package possible to get Beal. So that is what my plan is this offseason. I don't expect to win a championship here, but I guess crazier things have happened. If we look at the player stats, 29 from Jason Tatum, 23. All we need, like I said, is to get Beal here, and this team looks a lot scary. We get a third scoring option, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, you still got to fill the team out around Beal, Brown, and Tatum. I'm talking like I already have Bradley Beal, but I don't, obviously. So we are playing Cleveland, though. Somebody current round against Cleveland. We have to play. Let's see if it'll show me. We kind of passed it, and we have Garland, Sexton, Caleb Houston, Mobley, Jarrett Allen, and Lauri Markkanen. Okay, somebody playing real quick, and let's go into somebody current round, kind of see how we perform. And hey, we got out of the first round this year. That's good. So we get to play the Brooklyn Nets, though, so this could be definitely a tough task. Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant. Somebody current round against the Brooklyn Nets, and we are going to, if I can get past the series without injuries. Oh my goodness, man, the injury bug is killing. Oh my goodness, we actually beat them in 7. Holy crap. So we are in the Eastern Conference Finals, and we haven't even made our big move yet. So we got the Milwaukee Bucks, Drew Holiday, DiVincenzo, Middleton, Giannis, Mitchell Robinson, Hassan Whiteside. All right, somebody current round, and Daniel Tice, sore left knee. And we are 1 game away from making it to the NBA Finals, and we did. Wow. Okay, I guess this team was better than I thought. So we got the New Orleans Pelicans. Probably a team that's going to beat us here. We all know how overpowered the Pelicans are. It's just how it is. But hey, maybe we win a championship here. Somebody current around, and no, we get swept. So no injuries, but hey, we got swept. But like I said, that means we can still make a move this offseason that's going to put us in position to make us even better. So the Washington Wizards are, let's see, the Thunder are going to get this pick, it looks like. No, it's protected. So they get the 2nd pick in the draft. They're ready to move on. Obviously, it is time for a rebuild in Washington. So why not give us Bradley Beal? That is what I want to happen here. I want to make it happen on draft night, possibly. So if I go look at the Wizards right now, Team Intel is going to be telling me, hopefully, that they're selling or rebuilding because they need it, and they are rebuilding. However, there's not likely a trade that could be made for Bradley. Are you kidding me, man? Washington, it is time to let the man go, okay? I don't know what you're holding on to, but like, Bradley Beal should not be untouchable. Just give me him. You know what? Maybe we have to change. Maybe we have to look elsewhere. Maybe we just have to look different. You know what? I see Damian Lillard, and he is not untouchable for the Blazers right now. He's 33 years old, though. I get that part. But I want to make some big move this offseason. If it's not going to be Bradley Beal, which it very well should be, but Washington looks like they're going to be stubborn about it, which is just really annoying, but it is what it is. Kyle Lowry, obviously that's not the move to be made. All right, so I guess maybe Damian Lillard is a thing, but like I said, I would have loved to have gotten Beal. I think that just makes the most sense, but I guess if we're not going to be able to get Bradley Beal because the Wizards want to name him untouchable, there is Damian Lillard. However, this is going to be a lot harder to get than Bradley Beal, so I'll see what I can do. I tried so hard to go for the home run hitter in Damian Lillard or Bradley Beal. It just wasn't working out, man. I didn't have enough value to give to those teams in order for them to ship off Bradley Beal. So instead, we're going to be settling for Malcolm Brogdon, which is still a very solid player, mind you, but it's just unfortunate because, like I said, my dream scenario was to get Beal in this video, but the Wizards just aren't budging, man. There's just really nothing I can do about it. So Marcus Smart, Aaron Naismith at the 27 pick for Malcolm Brogdon, and just like that, the Indiana Pacers accept. I had to throw in Marcus Smart's money in order to get the contracts to match. So unfortunately, Malcolm Brogdon, Malcolm Brogdon. I love Malcolm Brogdon as our new point guard. I think he fits pretty well here as well. Peyton Pritchard backing him up. Of course, that kind of leaves us a big hole at the shooting guard spot. We still have Jaylen Brown. We still have Juancho down here if we resign him. Of course, still have Tatum and Daniel Tice, and Robert Williams and Al Horford will probably let walk this offseason, getting up there in age. But I'm not done making moves. I think Malcolm Brogdon was solid, but I still think there's more we can do. Like I said, it was just something I had to do. I had to make some type of move in order to make this team better. Bradley Beal and Damian Lillard was the scenario that I wanted, but it just wasn't possible, man. They just did not want to budge. So we still have a few free agents that would be cool to have back, of course, but for the most part, my dreams were crushed in this offseason, kind of like my YouTube name, as you guys know. But I'm going to go ahead and re-sign Juancho. Hernan Gomez, will have him come back for us. And then I think we'll kind of focus the rest of our big moves on the trade market still. It looks like we still have a little bit of money that we can spend in free agency. So I guess I should probably wait to see what I'm going to be trading for and what I'm trading away. We came out of the draft with MJ Rice and then this guy, however you say his name. But other than that, like I said, the shooting guard spot is kind of a big hole right now. I still like Robert Williams, obviously, but we need a shooting guard. Not really sure what it's going to be, or even a small forward, just some kind of wing player to kind of take over a starting spot, and then we still need to fill out the bench, which we will do. So the only other move we're going to be making this offseason is we're going to be getting Buddy Hield from the Sacramento Kings. I mean, a team that I feel like has wanted to trade Buddy Hield for quite some time. It just never really happened. So Juancho, Romeo Langford, and Grant Williams, and we get Buddy Hield in return. So just like that, we kind of have a new starting shooting guard. So now we have Peyton Pritchard, Malcolm Brogdon. We have Buddy Hield and Dyson Daniels coming out of here. Jaylen Brown, Dorian Finney-Smith is a free agent we signed. And then we have Jason Tatum, Daniel Tice still, and then Robert Williams and Bruno Fernando. So that's kind of what our team looks like. Obviously, not really what I wanted. We wanted Bradley Beal, and instead we come up with Malcolm Brogdon and Buddy Hield. Don't get me wrong, those two are still very solid players, and I think they're two additions to the team that are going to help us out. This team literally just made it to the finals last year, so hopefully, I mean, just a little bit of minor moves are going to get us to where we wanted to be. Of course, it would have been better to get one of those home run hitters, but you take what you can get. I tried my best, and obviously I'm not going to force anything, so just like that, we have our brand new rotation of Malcolm Brogdon, Buddy Hield, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams, Peyton Pritchard, Finney-Smith, Dyson Daniels, and Daniel Tice and Hunter Salas. So I feel pretty good. I feel like I like my team going forward. Malcolm Brogdon and Buddy Hield are two great additions to the team, despite it being not the sexiest moves in the world. I still think it's two guys that are going to come in and help out immediately. So I'm feeling good. I feel like we have a really good chance of still making a nice run this season, as long as the injury bug doesn't kill us too much. We're going to go ahead though, simulate this third season, I think it is, with Malcolm Brogdon and Buddy Hield joining us, and let's see what kind of impact that makes and what kind of changes that makes, and hopefully this team is still competing, and hopefully we make it to the finals again. So once again, we've just been kind of in the thick of things in the East, as we're the 4th seed. So I mean, I don't really know what to expect this year. I think I had to turn off the injury, or not turn off the injuries, I had to turn off what every time it notified me there was an injury, because there's just so damn many injuries that they're always so small too. It's nothing crazy, it's always just a small injury that I always have to click through. So not really sure what the injuries were this year. I just had to I was like, you know what? Okay, so that would have been an important injury to know about. We have Malcolm Brogdon and Jaylen Brown, who are both sidelined to start these playoffs. So that is not a good look. And we get to play the Philadelphia 76ers. So right now, this is what our lineup looks like. So we're missing, it looks like Buddy Hield got benched as well, which is rather unfortunate. Only 10 points per game, 38% from 3, which is cool, but not really what we wanted. Hopefully that turns up a little bit. But Dyson Daniels apparently has taken over with 12 points, 28% from 3. So with the injuries this year, it's going to be a little tough for us, I would imagine. So I guess we shrink this rotation a little bit, and we wait for Jaylen Brown's return next season. I don't really expect much out of this. But hey, we get the Philadelphia 76ers, Simmons, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, the usual, somebody current round. I imagine without Jaylen Brown, we're probably going to lose, but hey, you never know. Somebody current round, and we still beat them somehow. So we won in 5 games. I don't think Jaylen Brown is back yet. He was out for 1 to 2 weeks. So, I mean, if we're able to find a way, and then Malcolm Brogdon's out for he's almost back. So that's good. He's day to day. But we are playing the 8th seed Charlotte Hornets. So I'm not really sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. They upset the Brooklyn Nets. So going to game 1, we won 1-0. So that's good. Jason Tatum, 59 points. Holy crap. Tatum is averaging 48.5 points per game in the playoffs. What the hell am I looking at? 48.5. What was he doing against Philadelphia? 43 in game 5. Okay, hold on. We got to look through this. 47 in game 1. 44 in game 2. 51 in game 3. Oh my goodness. He had to have like a 60, right? 47, and then he had 43. Oh my, wow. And then box score, I didn't mean to click play game. Okay, and then the box score for this one was 59 points. Oh my goodness, man. Jason Tatum is out here putting the team on his back. All right, game 2, we're up 2-0. Jason Tatum 43. This is a playoff run that would go down in history if this were to happen in real life. Only 29 this time, so it comes down to earth a little bit, but we're still up 3-0, and yet Malcolm Brogdon did return in the rotation, so that's good. So we do have Malcolm Brogdon in there to help out a little bit. Looks like, though, he's only coming off the bench right now, so they're probably easing him into it, I guess. Buddy Hield is back in the starting 5. And do we sweep the Charlotte Hornets? No, not yet. Okay, do we beat them in 5? Yes, we do. So just like that, Tatum carries us to the Eastern Conference Finals. Do we have Jaylen Brown back? Yes, we do. And just like that, we've gotten healthy. That is a good time to get healthy. So now we have Dyson Daniels, Peyton Pritchard, Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown's back in there. Jason Tatum, of course, has been absolutely carrying us. Can he do it again? Somebody current round. I didn't mean to do it. Okay, game 1. We're up 1-0. Tatum 37, absolutely amazing. Game 2, they even it up. Okay, no big deal. We still can win this. Game 3, we're up 2-1. Game 4, it's an even series. Game 5, they're up 3-2. Game 6, that's a heartbreaker, man. Jason Tatum was absolutely carrying this team, and unfortunately we're gonna lose in 6. That's so unfortunate, man. Wow, that was a crazy playoff run. What did he end up averaging at the end of all that? Because that was crazy. Playoff stats, he averaged 40 points per game in the postseason, man. That's just unfortunate. Tatum did everything he could, and we still came up short as the Minnesota Timberwolves go on and win the championship. So back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals appearances, though. Of course, we made the finals last year, but this year we do not make it. Very unfortunate. I mean, Tatum was doing everything he could. Hopefully this next season, though, we go into the playoffs healthy. That way Tatum, oh my goodness, bro. Just look at this lottery real quick. Do you see something? You see a pattern here? Thunder have 4 of the projected lottery picks. Is that they have 1, 2, 5. They have 3 top 5 picks. 3 top 5 picks. That is insane. The Thunder are going to be set up big time. They also have the 25th pick in this draft, not to mention, and the 15th pick. They have 5 picks in this draft, 3 in the top 5. Yep, I would say the Thunder are going to be scary in the future. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, head coach I'm Udoka. I mean, we're keeping this all the same. The biggest thing is to resign Jaylen Brown this offseason and focus and kind of decide what we want to do on Buddy Hield. Do we have a pick here? We have the 24th pick. Okay, so let's go ahead and draft whoever it may be. But this next season, I'm projecting it to be a championship. I mean, like, Tatum was doing everything he could, and it just was not a recipe for winning, but you know what? We'll take it, right? We'll take it. Player options, we'll accept these. Qualifying guard for Dyson Daniels and Peyton Pritchard, 2 guys, you know, I'd love to have back. Dyson Daniels came in and helped out a little bit here and there. Jaylen Brown, of course, is someone we absolutely want, is a must resign for us, so we'll definitely do that. Peyton Pritchard is somebody I definitely want back as well. Bruno Fernando, not too worried about. Buddy Hield only wants $7 million. That's actually not too bad, especially if we will only, you know, maybe play him off the bench this year. So we'll go ahead and definitely re-sign Buddy Hield. We'll have Peyton Pritchard come back. And then, is there any way I can upgrade this team any further? There's Drummond, who's a free agent. I wouldn't mind him as a backup big man. So we'll sign Andre Drummond. And then, other than that, we have this going for us. We have Buddy Hield at the shooting guard, Finney Smith, a backup small forward. The bench is pretty bad. It is pretty bad. Backup wing player is probably ideal here. Backup shooting guard, not really that much of a good option though. Jeremy Lamb, I guess, is here. Maybe he's fine, but he's probably going to go down overall. Forgot about Dyson Daniels. He should be back hopefully. So kind of going to need him because our backup shooting guard spot was kind of thin. Do I want to play Buddy Hield at the starting shooting guard this year? I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but I definitely wouldn't mind an upgrade. But Daniels comes back. Malcolm Brogdon going down to an 81 overall. Dyson Daniels up to a 78. And Buddy Hield. So Dyson Daniels will probably end up being the starter this year, actually. So we'll probably have to just roll with him, man. It is what it is. We've gotten really close, though, to winning a championship. Very, very close. Tatum almost carried us there. Like, that was crazy. All right. Well, as long as we can go into this next season healthy, I feel good. I feel good about our chances. So power ranking lands us at number 1. We don't really need to run an 8-man rotation, though, in the regular season. We're not going to do that. Brogdon, Dyson Daniels, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Robert Williams has not gone up in overall at all, which is unfortunate. Drummond is our backup center. Peyton Pritchard, Hunter Salas, and Buddy Hield. And then Dorian Finney-Smith's not getting any minutes. Proficiency-wise, we're still sitting at 4.5. So let's go ahead and celebrate the season. Dyson Daniels enters the starting 5. Can this team go on to win it all? As long as we can stay healthy, I feel good about our chances. So here I was at the trade deadline trying to make something happen, just because, like I said, I want this year to be a year where we actually win the championship. I went ahead and sent this offer because I did not expect the Sacramento Kings to accept this, but the Sacramento Kings suck this year. They're not good. So if I go, we can go ahead and take a look. Obviously, you guys probably already know who I got, but if we go look at the Kings real quick, I was kind of looking to see who was like selling and rebuilding at the trade deadline, and the Kings were selling, of course, and they have a plethora of guards. They have Mitchell and Halliburton they can roll with for the foreseeable future. And if we go ahead and go look at the trade that we sent, so basically it was Malcolm Brogdon, Buddy Hield, a young player, and 3 first-round picks for De'Aaron Fox. So yeah, we got De'Aaron Fox here in Boston. So of course it wasn't Bradley Beal, it wasn't Damian Lillard, but we got De'Aaron Fox to come join alongside Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. So I feel pretty good about that trade. De'Aaron Fox, Dyson Daniels, Brown, Tatum, Robert Williams, Drummond, Peyton Pritchard, Hunter Salas. As much as I did like, of course, Malcolm Brogdon on this team, De'Aaron Fox is a huge upgrade overall, averaging 20 points per game on the season. Jaylen Brown, of course, and Jason Tatum are doing their thing as well. Jason Tatum averaging 31. Obviously been amazing. Robert Williams, of course, like I said, has not gone up in overall, but I'm sure he's been a solid center. Drummond, of course, is a backup this year. Hunter Salas, Peyton Pritchard. We don't really need 2 backup point guards. Then we have 3 backup point guards on rotation right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put Finney-Smith in there as a backup wing player. And then I'll probably probably get away with moving Pritchard or Salas to the shooting guard. I guess Salas goes up, so we'll go ahead and have that. So let's go ahead though and keep simulating the season. We have De'Aaron Fox now. Can this team, with that move, make it all the way? Top 5 team in the East again. Anthony Edwards also wins MVP, which is something I haven't really seen before. Andre Drummond wins 6th Man of the Year. So like I said, this is pretty much our chance, man. Are we gonna win it? Trae Young is injured. All NBA second team. As long as Tatum is not hurt, which it doesn't look like he is, makes all NBA second team for us. I feel like we have a good chance. As long as we are healthy, I think we have a good shot at it. So player stats wise, if we go ahead and take a look, if I can click on the correct thing, it looks like we're a healthy team. So as long as we are able to just lock it in on both sides of the ball, play our game, I think we have a really good chance at winning a championship this year. So let's go ahead and simulate the current round against Cleveland. So Cleveland, they have Garland, Sexton, Caleb Houston, Mobley, Jarrett Allen. They have a really good team, not gonna lie. But game 1, they're up 1-0. Game 2, they're up 2-0. And it doesn't look like we're going any further with De'Aaron Fox. So wow, that is unfortunate. So still not where we want to be. We got swept this time. So we've got to the East Conference Finals. We've gotten to the NBA Finals. It just isn't something that's been going our way in this video thus far. So I think I'm gonna give it one last chance. That's it, because we didn't have that much, De'Aaron Fox. We didn't have a huge plethora of size, or sample size, I guess you should say what I'm trying to say. We don't have a huge sample size of De'Aaron Fox here in Boston. Maybe a full season with them is the biggest difference. I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and run it back one more time, and if we can't win it, it's all she wrote. We got the full season with our core, and we ended up as the 2nd seed out east. I mean, this is the league. This is the year. This is the year we have to get it done. Jaylen Brown only averaging 16 points per game is a little disappointing. Jason Tatum at 27 though. But like I said, we're the 2nd seed out east, and we get to play the Washington Wizards in the first round, who have a 73 overall starting point guard. So here we go, man. It is basically time to lock it in. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and run this 8-man rotation. I'm going to spam it, and I'm going to hope Jason Tatum carries us to where we want to be. So let's go ahead. Semi-current round against Washington, and we are going to go ahead and sweep them. And at least this time we got out of the first round, so that's good. 25 from Bradley Beal, but Jason Tatum with 45. De'Aaron Fox 22, and Jaylen Brown with 18. So Cleveland, the team that knocked us out last year, can we get revenge and knock them out this year? And it looks like no, we can't. So unfortunately, it's just not in the cards today. Cleveland goes on to win the championship. We got to the finals once, conference finals twice, but unfortunately we could not get the deal done. We couldn't get it done, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video regardless. This definitely was a long one, long painful process, but at the end of the day, I could not win a championship with the Boston Celtics. I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless, like I said. But for now, this Crushables, I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.